Welcome to Iron Plane Presents.
There's one more part of not necessarily code review, but one thing that is under the technology bucket is looking at your server infrastructure. The requirements there can obviously vary widely if you're a smaller shop versus a shop that needs to take 1,000 orders an hour. The requirements are obviously different. So the types of hosting, right? You've got your fully managed service, which is like Nexcess or MageMojo. You've got cloud services like AWS, and we've seen it for some really big companies that they prefer to have their hosting on site. Now, if you're self-hosting, then you've likely got a network team that hopefully knows what they're doing. So we may be able to look at making sure everything is configured appropriately, but generally you've got the expertise in-house for that. But when it comes to the managed services and the cloud environments, we would just check these to make sure that you're on the right infrastructure, so that you've got separate database versus web servers. In our cases, we normally set up different servers for caching and for site search, if you have an on-site search engine like Elasticsearch. So we look at the architecture. What are all the instances involved? And are those instances the right size? So depending on that goes also into, do you have periods where there's, you need to scale up and down? Is that automatic, or are you just scaling up once a year for a Black Friday and then manually scaling back down? There's a security aspect to this also, which is the operating system. So going back to the Magento update, when you update Magento, they have a specified version of the PHP library of MySQL, and even the Apache or Nginx operating systems on those servers all need to match. So you can't update one part without updating the others. And just as a recent example, Apache has this log4j vulnerability. So it's not something to ignore. It's not part of the code base, but it's where the code runs. So we would generally check this to make sure that it's configured appropriately and everything is the right size.
Iron Plane is a certified AWS partner for Managed Magento Cloud Hosting. For more insight on how to improve your e-commerce website, visit ironplane.com. Follow us on social media and like and subscribe below.